Today, we present Code 20 in Thermo King transport refrigeration equipment, one of the most important alarms from a technical and operational standpoint. At first glance, it may seem like a minor warning since it is classified in yellow, check as specified, but in practice, it represents a critical condition. The system has attempted to start the diesel engine and has failed. In real terms, this means that the electronic brain of the unit has sent the start command, but the diesel engine that drives the compressor has failed to start. Remember that in the description of this video, you will find the link to access our transport refrigeration course for Thermo King and Carrier brands. This type of failure has a direct impact on operation because without the engine, there is no compressor, and without the compressor, there is no refrigeration. In the context of refrigerated transport, where food, medicines, or highly sensitive products are transported, a failure like this can quickly result in economic losses, cargo deterioration, and even logistical non-compliance. In trailer or truck units, for example, the system that drives the compressor is completely autonomous. This means there is no direct relationship with the engine that drives the trailer. The engine coupled to the compressor has its own battery, its own charging system, and its own independent electric starting circuit. From a technical point of view, Code 20 describes an incomplete sequence. The microprocessor sends the start signal, but the engine does not rotate or does not start. Remember that in the description of this video, you will find the link to access our transport refrigeration course for Thermo King and Carrier brands. This leads us directly to three possible areas of failure: the electrical system, the starting system, or the fuel system. 1. Battery supplying the engine coupled to the compressor. The diagnosis must follow a logical sequence. Everything begins with the battery, which is the foundation of the entire process. It is not enough to measure voltage at rest. Its behavior during startup must be observed. An excessive voltage drop may indicate a damaged battery or cables with high resistance. From there, fuses and relays should be checked, as these components often fail silently. They may click, but not properly close the circuit. Next comes one of the most critical and often underestimated stages: inspection of wiring and mechanical parts. In transport equipment, subjected to constant vibration, it is very common to find internally broken wires, corroded connectors, or poor grounding. These intermittent faults can lead to incorrect diagnoses if not carefully inspected. 3. Electric starting system. When moving to the starting system, the focus shifts to electromechanical components. The starter motor must draw the proper current, correctly engage the pinion, and rotate the diesel engine with sufficient force. If only a clicking sound is heard, the problem may be in the solenoid or the bendix. If the engine cranks but does not start, then attention shifts to the fuel system. 4. Fuel system and solenoid verification. Within the fuel system, it is essential to begin by verifying the fuel solenoid. Check whether it is working correctly. To do this, turn on the unit and place your finger on the solenoid. You should feel a sound or vibration indicating that it is energized and operating properly. If the solenoid does not work, it is necessary to check its electrical connections and the electrical components in its circuit. If the problem persists, check the inline fuel filter. Remove the filter and ensure there are no residues clogging the mesh. Clean the filter, the bolt, and the corresponding fitting, and then reinstall it or replace it if necessary. 5. Presence of air in the system. If the issue is still not resolved, there may be air in the system. To fix this, loosen the manual primer on the transfer pump. Make sure the tank has sufficient fuel, pressurize the system, and bleed the air from the lines. Finally, confirm that the return fuel flows properly back to the tank. A steady flow indicates that the system is working correctly. Remember that in the description of this video, you will find the link to access our transport refrigeration course for Thermo King and Carrier brands. However, not all diagnoses are obvious. There are more complex failures, such as defective speed sensors, problems in the control module, low engine compression, or even protection systems that block startup under unsafe conditions, such as low oil pressure. In these scenarios, the analysis must be more in-depth and supported by advanced diagnostic tools. The symptoms that accompany this code are usually clear. The unit does not start, there is no sound from the starter motor, or only a clicking noise is heard. In other cases, startup is intermittent, or the battery discharges quickly, accompanied by a visible drop in panel lighting. Therefore, beyond the specific repair, it is essential to apply good maintenance practices. Keep batteries in good condition, check connections periodically, avoid long periods of inactivity, and ensure a clean, air-free fuel system. Remember that in the description of this video, you will find the link to access our Transport Refrigeration course for Thermo King and Carrier brands. In conclusion, Code 20 should not be interpreted as simply an alarm, but as a direct warning that the diesel engine is not functioning, and without it, the entire refrigeration system stops. Understanding its logic, origin, and diagnostic process is essential for any technician working with Thermo King equipment, since a fast and accurate intervention can make the difference between normal operation and significant losses.